How you doing, comrade? Introduce yourself. Tell me about your impression.
Hi there, I'm Ben Allert. I'm from Pennsylvania, and right
Wait a
now...
bit louder. Louder, louder.
Oh, louder, sorry.
Louder.
And right now I'm doing a interwar, well, mid-war or to late war impression. So this is the M43 tunic and the rest of the match. So unlike Will earlier, who was doing early war, I'm moving later on into 1942 and 43, and then onward to the end of the war.
All right, let's start with the questions. So, why you decided to use Soviet reenactment and all other possibilities to use reenactment, different periods and stuff like that?
Well, for a long time, I first went to a World War II reenactment when I was about 12, and I've been interested in the Second World War my whole life. But the reason the Soviets particularly caught on to me is because I saw their camp and how nicely everything was laid out, and the uniforms. I already sort of liked Russia and then also the Soviets, and it appealed to me when I was younger, and then as I got older I did more research and I looked more into it, and it appealed to me even more. I thought, oh, this is great. I really think that in this country we don't talk enough about the sacrifices that the Soviets made. You know, we view them as bad even though they really don't deserve that. And so then once I was old enough I started doing it.
Alright. So how you find out the Soviet army of that period that you're doing? You thought about the Soviet army.
Well, I started with the 193rd Rifle Division, which is the unit that we're in, and they educated me on that, and I knew that World War II reenacting was the thing. I've since found out that other people do Cold War or more modern than that, but World War II always appealed the most to me, so that was one I picked.
Alright, what do you think about World War II?
In general?
Yep.
I think that it was easily the worst war ever, pretty much, at least in the modern era, as far as casualties and as far as just general destruction of everything. Everyone fought, everyone sacrificed. The Soviets probably the most. At least they took the brunt of the German war effort. And that, I think that's why there hasn't been another one for so long, because that one was so bad that they're determined not to have another. Background noise.
Okay, how about your thoughts about the relationship of the Russia and United States today and back in the day?
Back in the day? Today, the relationship between the United States and Russia is, again, it depends who you ask, but it's not great. I don't think the two countries trust each other very much. I think that the Russians think the Americans are overstepping their limits, and then the Americans think the Russians are overstepping their limits. So it's back and forth in that way, which I think it's better than it was back in the day, because we used to, the Cold War, we were basically at war with each other. But I still think that that's a continuation of the attitude from back in the Cold War, that no one trusts each other, and we still don't really.
What your family, friends think about your doing Soviet reenactment?
Generally, my family and friends think it's very interesting. They're very excited about it. They don't know much about the Soviet Union, especially not what they did in World War II, because in our schools we focus almost like America won it single-handedly, and I don't like that very much. But no, I think they think it's great. I've not really heard much negative feedback. I have heard from some other Americans have said, oh, you're a communist and this and that and the other thing. But generally, in people in my life, they support it a lot.
The last question gonna be, what you think about what average Americans think about the average Russian or Russian people?
There are stereotypes. I think probably the average Russian thinks the average American is loud and dumb. And then the average American thinks the average Russian drinks vodka while riding a bear and playing a balalaika every day and wears a tracksuit. And neither of those are true, really. But they really okay. Adidas, his best brand.
Here we go. The guy knows about the Adidas. Gopniks, yeah.
Gopniks, yeah. Nothing like slop. But yeah, I think that both Americans and Russians don't actually know too much about what goes on in the other country until they talk to people from there. I think that it's important to learn about how other countries actually are, because then that's how we can get along better.
And look at that stupid officer that didn't offer you a Bellum war. Come on, you gotta write report to our commissar.
Well, withholding state property.
Yep. Trying to keep it just for myself.
See that?
There we go. Thank you, comrade.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure to see you.